Thanks for coming, Coach.
All right, John. Appreciate you guys.
Can you begin by discussing the defense, particularly the plays that Jeremiah Grant made and Jabril made on that interception return for 90 yards?
Huge. Our defense, we stepped up almost the whole game. I mean, we gave up the one big 80-yard pass, which is a killer there. You don't want to do that. But, I mean, we made plays. I don't know how many quarterback sacks we had, but we had quite a few. Jabril's interception in return was incredible. I mean, I think I think defensively stepped up big time when we needed to.
How about the decision to replace Peskin with Sean O'Hare and perhaps how that impacted the game?
Well, obviously, it impacted the game huge because Sean made all his kicks, which was big. Pesky missed one or two last week. He's been missing some, and the extra points get you really irritate you because that's a chip shot right there. Pesky will come back and kick. But Sean, big time job by him today, and we got a lot of confidence in Peskin, no question about that. But I just felt like I needed somebody to come in there and do something different, and Sean did a great job.
Could you reflect on the offense? It's kind of varied with all the plays the defense made, but they were effective in spurts.
Yeah, we had a lot of big drives. We started one drive maybe on the 5-yard line, another one way back there, and we got first downs. Sometimes you don't think about that as you kind of move forward. It's always about, all right, did we get a touchdown? But, if you bring the thing out from your own 5 and flip a field or get a field goal, I mean, those things are huge. I think the only disappointment, John, and probably offensively in the whole day was when we had a 1st and goal on the 1-yard line and then 2 penalties backed us up. We had to settle for a field goal there. We can't do that. I mean, we can't make those mistakes.
Could you discuss the general momentum you guys got now with 7 straight wins and undefeated in the league?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about how many in a row they are right now. We're going to enjoy this one for about 15, 16 hours and get ready for Campbell. And that's all that matters, whether we're hot, whether we won 7, whatever it is. It's all about going 1-0 next week and getting ready for Campbell. I know they're going to be good. If we don't take care of business next week, then all this is just goes out the window. We got to make sure we continue to work hard and practice and prepare and get another W next week.
Thanks, Ross.
Thanks, John.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
Win number 49 in your career here at U of R, and now your 3rd all-time winningest coach at U of R. Just your thoughts on this milestone accomplishment.
For me personally, I mean, you're talking about. I didn't really catch it. What you said, a personal accomplishment for me.
Yeah, your thoughts on being the 3rd winningest coach at U of R.
Yeah, I'll be a little nicer to you than I was Lane out there because he brought it up. I could care less. I could absolutely, and you may nobody. I don't. I could care less. These guys win games. I guarantee you they win games. I probably did more today to screw it up than they did to win the game. So I'm not even sure if I can take this on my ledger here. I think these guys need to take it on their ledger. But that to me, I could really. I don't really care about any of that stuff. Be honest with you.
Thank you, Coach.
Good game, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time.
Good evening.
Hey, Jabril, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, at what point of that 90-yard return did you feel as though this has a chance to go all the way?
As soon as I caught it. As soon as I caught it.
Could you elaborate on that? It looked kind of crowded down there by the sideline.
So, I mean, I caught the ball, and as soon as I turned around, I seen, a convoy of blockers. I kind of seen like a perfect alley for me right to the sideline. So as soon as I started turning up, I went down the middle of the field, got to the sideline. As soon as I got to the sideline, I knew I was scoring.
Hey, could you talk about the impact of the pass rush today and perhaps how it helped y'all overall?
I can't give our defensive line enough credit. Those guys bust their tails all week long. They know, what they have to accomplish when they get into games, and they fly around and make plays. So, with some of those, plays on the back end, we're not locking up some of those guys unless, our defensive line is getting up front and getting pressure on the quarterback. So, very appreciative of them.
Obviously, this thing started 0-2. Now you're at 7-2 and undefeated in the league. When people ask you how that flip happened, what's the easiest way to explain it?
Um, I think buying in. I think that's the best way I can kind of explain it. Those first two losses, obviously they're a punch in the mouth. No team really wants to go through that, but I think it was kind of a coming to God moment for all of the team. And after that week 2 loss, I remember having a talk with the team week 3 before that a game against Charles and Southern. I'm just like, look, we're not about to start the season off 0-3. We're gonna buy in. We're gonna run the table, and that's all that we can do. And ever since then, we've been doing just that.
Thanks, Jabril.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win, Jabril. Um, in this win streak, you have made tremendous plays, pick six in other games, also forced fumbles. Let's talk about just this momentum that you've had in the 7-game win streak on your defense.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I'm really, trying to go out there and hoop for my brothers. That's something that we communicate to each other all during the week. Coach Wood makes an emphasis of, all of us buying in together, being together as a team, and that's really where all my momentum comes from, other than God, obviously. But being able to go out there and ball for my brothers, put everything on the line for my brothers, that only makes me a much better animal out there. So.
Hey, Jabril, can I ask you one more, and that's about Garcia. He finds a way to make plays. Had a tough drop, but he made some great plays today too. What separates Jerry in terms of his ability as a receiver?
You know, um, obviously, Jerry's been here for a while. It's not hard to tell when you turn on the film or you come to a game to see how fast Jerry is. But, I think that he's taken that next step as a player, entering the season, becoming a much better route runner. So, he might release off the line, and guy thinks he's going vertical down the field, but instead he can break it down and catch the ball and be able to get some yak after that as well. So Jerry's definitely grown as a player and as a human being as well.
Thank you. Thanks for coming, Landon.
No problem.
Could you talk about offense today? It wasn't hugely productive, but it was productive in spurts, and that was very helpful. You got the ball out of some tough spots.
Yeah, we weren't at our best today, but we did the job we needed to do. I think a big drive was when we were backed up on our own 5. I can't even remember if we got a field goal or not, but we moved the ball far enough down the field to where we weren't punting from our own end zone and giving them the ball on the 50. So yeah, we got out of some holes. We wasted some clock when we needed to waste some clock, but the defense really did it for us today.
How about Cam's throws? He had some good ones. Across the field throws, long throws. What kind of day for him was it?
Cam's always going to do what Cam does. He prepares really hard all week. We know he's going to go out there and make plays. Yeah, we're just expecting him to put the ball where he needs to put the ball, and he does just that, and then get it in our vicinity and let us go make a play.
What does this role feel like for the Spiders after losing 2 to start the year?
I think we feel really similar to last year, but a lot more comfortable. We're not in uncharted territory anymore. We know what it feels like to have our backs against the wall after having a bad beginning of the season, but a lot more comfortable. We know we got to do to win, and yeah, we just got to keep rolling.
November, how do you keep your mind off of playoffs, advancement, championships?
It's Coach Huseman says it every day. We got to go 1-0. So we got Campbell next week, and starting tomorrow morning, whenever we walk into the building, is 1-0 this week against Campbell.
Thanks for me, Landon.
No problem. Appreciate you.